Phoenix Splash TV. Alright, so we're back. This is the Phoenix reaction.
Let's do another one. Take two.
We are back with another Phoenix Splash Reacts. We have
Chris the Pocket Master,
Anthony, and me, Josh the Music Man, from the Musician Spotlights. So we're gonna react to a band called DAY6. This has been a band that has been recommended to me probably more than any other band on the channel. Because of the K-pop sex video I made. People just...
It's another K-pop band?
It's actually... They actually play instruments as far as I know, and by looking at the pictures of them, they're holding instruments, so it could only mean one things. So I'm guessing they're going to be like F.T.island. Maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
So we're going to do a thing where we pick... Each of us are going to pick a song.
Alright, let's go for it. Alright.
Alright, let's talk about it. Okay, so who wants to go first with You Were?
I'll go first. I thought it was a nice song. It had some R&B in there, like we talked about, some seventh chords and stuff. It's pretty cool. Their harmonies are really good. It's a laid-back song. I like the pianist vocals especially, and he had some little fills in there and stuff, so that was cool.
Awesome. I'll go next. So I really like the lineup, the instruments in the song. It pretty much meets my bias likeness of pianos in there, guitar, bass, drums. Like I like that instrumentation a lot. I also like the fact that they switch singers. Now, if you listen, like if this song were to just have one singer, it would actually be a little bit repetitive because the composition just kind of goes over and over. But they keep switching parts, so you hear all these different tones. And it's just a very interesting way you laugh.
I'm not laughing!
It's a very interesting thing. Kind of like Maximum the Hormone in a way, or different vocals, different.
One Direction.
One Direction. He's gonna get some hate for that.
Well, the reason why I was laughing is because, you know, I was expecting something else. I was expecting the K-pop men to touch themselves and stuff and hold their nuts. But they didn't do that. They actually played music
and had their hands full.
Yeah. Them being a band, I expected them to be backtrack. You know what that is, right? Or they're just playing and music's going behind them. Which a lot of bands have done. X Japan, unfortunately, has done that. But, you know, I was expecting that. They didn't do it. They actually played their stuff. So that was really cool. I liked it.
Alright, so we're going to move on to the next song. Okay, so this was Dance Dance. Why don't you start with this one?
Again, not what I was expecting. I really did not want to like this group, to be honest.
What a jerk.
But, I mean, I had a bad experience with K-pop, which is why I really didn't want to like them. But I wouldn't consider them, like, pop. They're more like, would you consider them pop?
Well, they're pretty popular.
Yeah, let's consider them K-pop so you can say you like
it. Okay.
He likes K-pop.
Dang it, I was like, soft rock. K-soft rock.
K-soft rock. Korean
but
soft
that
rock.
doesn't sound good, so I liked it. I liked that song. I was expecting to not like the whole dance stuff, but it was pretty nice. And I like the little glasses guy. He's my favorite member.
He's gay for the glasses guy.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed, this song, I think I like it better than the last one. There's this part in the song where all the vocals are kind of doing like a doo-wop thing.
That was sick.
And they looked so happy after they did it. And like you can see you can see the work that they put into it, because they probably rehearsed that over and over, and they seem so happy that they got it like that good.
Yeah, because right after you could tell, we nailed that.
Like, yeah,
they knew it.
And some like you can tell that they've been rehearsing, that they've been working on the song, and then that part was in all their heads, and they were just all so focused on that part. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was like that song was, I had a blast like watching that one. The singer was the piano player again, who sang completely differently than the first one. At first I was like, is that a girl singing this show? I was like, oh, that's the guy like from earlier. So he's got some range. Again, they had even more killer harmony stuff in this one. I mean, they really can nail their harmonies for like long tones or for those quick short bursts, which is even harder because you don't have any time to hum up to it or go down if you miss it. So but yeah, and also they were completely exposed during that one spot where it's like that's the only notes really going on, except it's like just the guitar. So that's why I liked it. They're like that.
So if I'm comparing this to F.T.island, F.T.island actually had a lot of backing track in the vocals. They're not doing that. They're putting it all out there. They're risking it. So
that's crazy.
All right.
I like them better than F.T.island, like right now.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I haven't listened to them.
F.T.island's a little bit hard rocker.
They were a better version of One OK Rock for me. Like they sounded like One OK Rock but better. But this band just killed them all.
All right, we'll pick Anthony. We'll pick the next song.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, who wants to go first?
Alright, I'll go. That one was a pretty good one. I didn't like it quite as much as the other one. It was a lot more hard rocking than they're doing. I think, like we just talked about like right before, kind of during the song, the only thing that they're kind of missing is a strong soloist in there for, especially for live performances. Like at the end they had this progression they kept repeating, which it was okay, but it was definitely kind of boring, So I think if they start working on some of their technical skills, or even just basic, running scales or stuff like that, they would really add something to their live performances.
Yeah, I think what really exposed the fact that they're not using those instrumental, they probably have the capability. It's just, taking that risk to put your skills out there as an instrumentalist, because they definitely they put the risk out there for the vocals. And basically what we're asking them to do is to put double the risk with their instrument skills. But one thing that kind of exposed that was the mixing of the live performance that we saw. The instruments were actually quiet, and when it was just instruments by themselves, you can really tell that something was missing. One of them should have had the melody with one of their instruments. But overall, the song was really good. Just like the other ones, harmonies kept changing over from one member to the other, kept the song fresh. They can get away with writing repetitive stuff while still maintaining a fresh sound. And yeah.
Yeah, everything y'all said, but like again, I thought it was okay. But the reason why it was, for me, the reason why it was just okay was because of the sound. The way it was mixed.
In this one song, it wasn't the same concert as another one, and they did not have nearly as good sound guys, for sure.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, because I think it's a really good song. I feel it didn't miss anything. Like, yeah, they could have done an instrumental break, but I don't think that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they did that,
Yeah, it would be awesome.
It'd be one of my
yeah,
favorite.
because like they never really messed up live.
Yeah.
Like that. It's also. I'm not saying they can. It's just I don't know if they can.
Yeah.
And the thing about this particular song, like if you listen to the instrumental while the vocals are playing, they're actually not very simple. There's some complex stuff going on there, which leads me to believe that they can perform some of that technical stuff that people like me and Anthony and Chris like to listen to.
Die for.
But you know, maybe the casual ear wouldn't be too much into it. But yeah.
Final takeaway, even though they were pretty poppy, I kind of want to listen to them a little more to hear some of their studio stuff. I don't know if I'd buy a full album or anything like that, but they have me interested to kind of hear how their studio stuff would sound. So especially their harmony game's really strong. So I kind of want to check them out a little more to see, especially because they have some R&B elements and all of their stuff. So I want to see how much of the things we listen to is like their how most of their stuff sounds and which of it isn't, because we had 3 pretty different songs. So I kind of want to hear which one of them are they kind of leaning towards for the most part in their writing.
Yeah.
So.
As far as I go, like I have something to compare it to, and that would be F.T.island. I actually kind of like DAY6 a little bit more, just judging by those 3 songs. The difference in the singers. Not only do the singers change, but the singers themselves, sometimes they change their entire tone, which means like they have so many different styles of singing going on at the same time. And that alone is enough to get me to listen to more, just to see what kind of compositional ideas they run with that, because they can do some very simple things but then change it up with a different singer, and you know, they could go the other route and just keep changing everything up. And I think they kind of proved that with these 3 songs, but I'd have to look more just to learn more of what you can do with that setup of harmony.
Yeah, I think I'll listen to them more. Probably, I need to listen to them more in order for me to convince myself that I truly like them. Because I'm still on the fence. I mean, from what I've heard, they impressed me, and I'm going to listen to them. And I just need to hear more of their songs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alright.
But they're good.
So yeah, well, this one gets a thumbs up for me. We're all probably, I think all of us gave it a thumbs up.
Yeah. We're all interested in listening to more.
We're sold on DAY6. And another thing, you know, I was saying that they're pretty boys, but the more I look at them, they're not. I can't see the plastic surgery and stuff on. Maybe there is, I can't tell. But like, they look like normal Koreans.
They do have makeup a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Some of them at least.
Everyone has makeup except for us. Alright, so if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Share it with people you know. And if you have any more suggestions, leave them in the comments and leave some links. Anyways, this is Josh the Music Man.
Chris the Pocket Master.
Ant-Man, that's not the famous actor Paul Rudd.
Signing off.